Everybody. So we got a little bit some news. It's the first of the month, so we got some fights for you guys to check up on, some that we're gonna want to see. Basically, we're just gonna kind of go down the list of all the dates throughout this month and tell you what's going on.
Yeah, we kind of made a composite schedule for like all of our fights to look out for. Obviously, there's many more fights and many more organizations, but these are kind of like the highlights of the fights that we think, yeah, y'all should check out because they're gonna be awesome.
So let's just go ahead and start off down the list. I think we got boxing first. It's September 6th on CBS. We got Anthony Durrell versus Marco Antonio Rubio. I think I said that right.
Yeah. Now that's at Gennady Golovkin weighed 160 pounds in boxing, and any fight in that division, which could be relative to the title matches, I like to see just to see what type of contenderships come from it. So check that out.
And then next up on September 8th on Fox Sports 1, we have Austin Trout versus Joe Hernandez. That's going to be an exciting one. I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah,
for that.
Austin Trout's a solid guy. You know, he's kind of in an odd spot right now. Is trying to figure out where he's going to stand in the division. But with a win here, it kind of gets his name back in the mix in his class.
All right. Next one we got September 11th. These are all the boxing matches, by the way, that are on.
Yeah,
so
just starting sport by sport.
So this is September 11th on Spike. We got Adonis Stevenson, which he's dope. I really like him, versus Tommy Karpinski. I think that's how you pronounce it. That one's going to be a good one. I like Adonis Stevenson a lot.
Yeah, if Adonis Stevenson train wrecks this guy, like I think he will, they just need to have him fight Sergey Kovalev already. I know there's different promoters, and they one's this guy and one's that. But it's a fight that the fans want to see. It's a fight that needs to happen for boxing so we can find out who the legitimate best 175-pounder in the world is.
Sounds like a good match. And then on the next day, September 12th on Showtime, we have Floyd Mayweather versus Andre Berto. Also on that card, we got Badou Jack versus George Groves. That one should be exciting if you're a Mayweather fan. Of course, you're going to want to see that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be his last fight. He's supposed to hang up the gloves after this. I mean, it's honestly, it's a squash match. I mean, fighting Andre Berto, okay. I mean,
sorry, I'm moving the camera around so much.
Yeah, it's Andre Berto, but Badou Jack versus George Groves is a good fight for 168 pounds. I'll be interested to see who wins there because with Andre Ward getting back into the mix in that weight class, after being out for so long, it'd be good to see him fight either one of these guys.
Also on September 12th, but on NBC, we have Peter Quinlan versus Michael Zarafa. I think I pronounced that right. Don't know.
Yeah,
if I'm butchering these names, I apologize.
Peter Quinlan, another guy, at 160 pounds. I'd like to see where he can go here. I mean, any high-level guy in that division, I want to see how he does because, he's a possible opponent for Golovkin or Cotto or anybody who's going to fight at that weight class. Excuse me.
And we also have one last boxing match that, these aren't all the boxing matches that are happening this month.
There's a lot more.
There's a ton. But these are ones that we wanted to see, some that we thought you guys would like to see. But our last one on the list is Deontay Wilder versus Johann Duhaupas. I think I pronounced that right. That's going to be on September 26th on NBC. That's going to be a good fight. I got a lot of friends who are fans of Deontay Wilder, so...
Yeah, Deontay's the first American heavyweight champion, and God, I can't remember how long. I mean, he's a bronze medalist in the Olympics. They call him the Bronze Bomber. He's got a high knockout ratio, and I'm interested to see where he goes as his level of competition finally steps up. I think he can be a legitimate heavyweight champion with the right matchups and the right tuning up fights, so to say.
That's pretty much all that we had for the boxing list, so let's go down to the UFC list. We only have 2 events this month. The first one, which is going to be this weekend, September 5th, on pay-per-view, which is the UFC 191 Johnson versus Dodson 2. So, Demetrius Johnson versus, I can't remember his name.
John Dodson.
John Dodson, that's right, I'm having a day.
Rematch. These guys fought back in 2011, 2012, I want to say. Can't quite remember. Might have been 2013. I don't know. It's hard to keep track. They have fought once before, though.
I really enjoyed that fight. Some people did not like it. I really enjoyed it. So I'm pretty stoked to see this one. There are going to be some other fights on this card, but we're probably going to touch up on them more in our shows.
Check it out. You know you want to.
You know you want to. So the next one on that list, which is pretty far down the month, it's going to be on September 27th on Fox Sports 1. We have UFC Fight Night Barnett versus Nelson. If you're, I mean, you know, it's going to be a good fight. I'm not super excited to see it, but...
Yeah, Roy Nelson lost his last fight to Alistair Overeem, and Josh Barnett hasn't fought since December 2013, so it's kind of to see who's in that gatekeeper position at heavyweight and who can, like, maybe possibly get another good contender matchup if they win some fights.
Well, my arms
Heavyweight's kind of stale these days.
My arms are getting tired, so let's hurry up and finish this. Next one on the list, those are pretty much all the ones that we have for UFC. We got Bellator, which this week, or on September 19th, we have a Bellator/Gory kickboxing match. It's going to be Dynamite 1. I am super stoked to see that. I want to see it bad. It's going to be awesome.
Bellator has a 4-man light heavyweight tourney going on with Emmanuel Newton, King Mo, Phil Davis, Linton Vassell. Also, they've got some kickboxing matches. I can't remember who the kickboxing matchups are off the top of my head, so you have to bear with us there. But that'll be a pretty good card. It's free. It's on Spike TV. Definitely going to want to check that one out.
That's going to be September 19th. Remember that. Also, Bellator has another event, Bellator 143, which is Joe Warren versus LC Davis on September 25th. So it's a little bit later in the month.
Yeah, Joe Warren's their bantamweight champion, so they want to get him out there. He's a pretty marketable guy. He runs his mouth a lot, and he's always called himself the baddest man on the planet. So it'll be interesting to see if he can defend his self-proclaimed title.
Yep, and that's pretty much all that we wanted to see in the MMA world. We also have one more, the Lion fights, which if you guys are a fan of Muay Thai or anything like that, you need to check these fights out. They are some incredible fights, man.
Lion Fight is the premier Muay Thai organization in the U.S. I mean, they put on some great fights. It's hard to find because it's only on Access TV, but if you don't have Access TV, you can look up the results after the day after, you know, because you can find any fight you want to on the internet nowadays. So check that out.
But they're having Lion Fight 24 on September 25th. 25th. They're having Lion Fight 24 on September 25th. You can check that out on Access TV. That is pretty much almost all the fights that we wanted to see. Kyle, you got any more on the list?
No, that's the basic rundown there. You know, we're going to try and do this at the beginning of each month. You know, let you know, just have a, like I said, by the calendar, when, where, how to watch. Just to make for the fights easy to find for you. And follow us on Twitter at Martial Art Talk.
Like, comment, follow, share, all of it. Do it.
Follow the Facebook page because we do daily stories on, you know, what's the big news, who does this, who said that about who.
Hit us up on Twitter if you just want to chat it up because we're always down for just BSing. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great month.
Peace.
Peace.